reach. Support reach.
Back with another video.
Support reach.
And this video is about exactly what the title says. And this is more of a video, just like a video more than a live stream. And
support reach.
In the world we live in, we gotta die to go to heaven. You know how fucked up that sounds? We have to die in order to get to heaven and then be judged again during judgment. Just think about that. That's what the book, that's what their book talks about. Is you gotta die to get to heaven. We're born into this world, right? And we gotta die in order to get to heaven. And if we didn't follow this book, then when we die, we go to hell. All right? So not only do you gotta die to get to heaven, when you die, you don't even know if you're going to the motherfucker. Like, this is what they want you to believe. And just to think how crazy that is. That is the majority of people's belief. That is the majority of what people understand, is that you gotta die to get to heaven. Death. When you think of death, how do they portray it? All right? Look how they portray death. Sadness, suffering, pain, hurt. So you got to suffer all that pain and hurt and suffering and everything in between, all right, just to die. And then you got to be judged and don't even know if you're going to heaven. Like, think of how crazy that sounds. You know, that's what they got the world to believe in, that you got to die, right, to get to fucking heaven. That shit is crazy. That shit is batshit crazy. Like, seriously, that is just fucking psychotic. You know? Man, I got state troopers and every goddamn thing for a U-Haul truck. So, that's just what I wanted to talk about in this video. Is that's what people believe. And when I sit there and wrap my mind around it, I'm like, that's a crazy thing to believe. That's a crazy thing to have to live every fucking day, to know that the only way to get to heaven is death. Because when you think about it, I mean, that's the only way you're going to get there. Is you can't get there just walking around here happy. No matter how happy you make your life, you ain't going to heaven. They tell you that. If you believe in that, they tell you that right up front. Well, in order to make it to heaven, you know, you have to be this and that and this and that. But you got to die. They don't tell you got to die before you go to heaven. That's like an oxymoron, you know. What's good, Cuts? So you got to die to go to heaven. And then you got to be judged. You know? I mean, this shit is crazy to me. Like, how can anybody, you know, I love if you believe that, but how can you believe that shit? You know? I love you no matter what. As long as we're on the same page, you know? But I'm just trying to understand, all right? That's all I want to do, is I want to just understand. You know? All I want to do is understand this shit, because as more time goes on, the more I don't understand it. And I'm like being hypothetical, you know, because there's a huge demographic of people that are, you know, and I always say this, and I don't mean, I'm not bashing on it, but the sit and wait cult, sit and wait for Jesus cult, you know. I mean, the book that you're sitting and waiting says you got to die to go to heaven, so you might as well just die, you know. I mean, what's the point of living? You know? And nobody can even rationalize that thought. You know? So I was just pondering that idea that you gotta die to get to heaven. You know? And that's a crazy, that is definitely a crazy, way to live your life. You know? And that's how they want you to live your life. You know, is you gotta die to get to a heavenly place. You know? Then you gotta ask yourself, well, what the hell are you doing here? You know, what is your purpose? You're born into this world. The minute you're born, according to that understanding and that ideology, you know, of that belief, the minute you're born in here, the object is to die to go to heaven. That shit doesn't make any goddamn sense, you know? When you really break it down and make it simple, stupid, it makes no sense. You know? And then you're judged. How can a baby be judged? Baby comes out when the baby dies. How can you judge a baby? And they just make up shit that explains, the baby, you know, never had a chance, you know? It's just crazy to me. A child, what if it happens to a child and they die? Well, that was, you know, they don't believe in karma. They don't believe in that stuff. But I hear it come out of Christians' mouth, you know, too. It's another thing that come out of their mouth. And I'm not just banging on them, you know. I mean, I love my Christian brothers and sisters, but you got to realize that's not what the book is talking about at all. You know, and I'm just trying to get them, because I read the Bible. I study the Bible and I understand the Bible. You know, I'm just trying to wrap my brain around, you know, you got to die to go to heaven and then be judged again. Shit don't make no sense. And then, you know, this, I'm just crazy. So it's really all I wanted to talk about. I mean, how deep do I want to go? I don't know. You know, but I look around this crazy ass world we live in, and you know, people got to wake up and realize, you know, that book doesn't say anything like that. You know, we're living in a world that's simply a hell realm. You know, and what that book is actually talking about is you have to die to go to heaven. I mean, you have to kill your being. You know? Not the physical body, the you. That's what people can't understand about the Bible. It's a spiritual book. It's a book of, I mean, everybody, they believe Jesus can fly out of the sky, but don't realize that it's the same thing. If there's a spirit, they believe in this spirit, and they believe in all these different things, you know, which is sorcery and witchcraft, which they don't believe in, which makes no goddamn sense. You know, they believe in this energy, this, you know, this Jesus character and miracles, and oh, it's an act of God, it's an act of Jesus. Well, that would mean that it's something that's superficial, you know. It's something that we all possess, you know. And to die to go to heaven is to pass, you know. What is it? Pass away, to become senseless, you know. That's die. You know, that's where the word comes from. You know, to cease to live. And that's how these words, you know, this comes from the 12th century. That's what it means. So if you cease to live, which is live, which means, right? Which means to be, simply, that's what it means, to be, to have life, to continue life, to experience, to supply oneself with food, right? That's live, you know? So, I mean, what is that? What does it mean when you die and go to heaven? You know, that's what they talk about in the Bible. The book of self-mastery, that people got confused, you know? What's good, disambiguation? You know, I just woke up with this thought today that, you know, the good old book that people believe in, you know, you got to die to go to heaven and then be judged again, you know, and then it doesn't make any sense. It's not even logically, you know, it doesn't make any sense. That means you have no purpose in life. If your purpose is to get to heaven, you know, and that's what people, yeah, I want to go to heaven, man. I don't want to go to hell. You know, I want to go to heaven, you know. And some people, that's their life, you know. So what purpose, your purpose of life was to come here to die and go somewhere else to heaven? Like, that shit don't even make any goddamn sense, you know. The complexities of life don't make no sense to a simplistic Bible. You know, it doesn't make any kind of sense. So that's all I wanted to talk about, really, is that, you know, because there's more of this, there's so much of this protest now, like every faction, like everywhere there's a protest, you know, this whole trucker thing is out of control. And a lot of it is Christians too, you know, with the Jesus rhetoric, you know. It's like people gotta realize, man, you know, what's what. The Bible don't talk about no goddamn convoy. The Bible don't talk about none of that shit, you know. So, but it's just a lot of talk, and you know, what I do is try to come give people, I don't try to bash, I just try to give people another way to think. But the problem is, this religion has attached people to a belief that they love and cherish so much that anything that goes against it, they think it's an attack. But really it's not. It's just to open your eyes and look and see, like, look, you know, look what's really going on, you know. Think about it. Study your own religion. Most people that believe this never studied it, never looked into it, never went as deep as just having it. And then most people that have it don't even read the damn book, you know. It's amazing. Even some channels out here, like, I'm just amazed. I'm like, how the fuck do you know all this shit, could decipher all this shit, but sit here and believe in the goddamn book, you know? It's crazy. It's mind-boggling. It puts out great content, goes real deep with shit, knows all this deep shit, but and still just the Bible shit doesn't make sense. How the fuck do you know all that? And then talk, I mean, it's crazy. I don't understand that. There goes a lake. Shout out to Lake Ontario. Sending that good energy across the water that's still there, you know, but y'all gotta know when to say when, because this shit about to get turned into a spectacle, you know. You know, it's about to get turned into a spectacle, or at least tried. They will fail. All I'm saying is they need to pull the fuck out of the capital. Go somewhere else. All that, you know, go and move. You got to keep it moving, man. You know? You got to keep it moving. Because what they're trying to do is paint a picture, and they believe they have the majority, but I believe they don't have the majority. You know? So, it's whatever. I don't give a fuck, whatever. I don't want nobody, no brothers and sisters to get hurt, or none of that shit. But at this point, I don't give a fuck. Whatever way it goes is gonna go, because it's gonna wake more people up. And I thought about that too. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, just keep going. Shit, fuck it. Because it's just waking more people up. Like, this shit gotta happen. Fuck it. Whatever it happened, it's war, whatever. It's ops. Fuck it. Let them be ops. We already know. Everybody knows now. It's like, it's a good thing. It's like, damn, everybody knows there's ops. Everybody knows that there's groups out there that have trucks, that form shit, aren't the truckers. So it's like, damn, I was checking that out last night. I'm like, fuck it. I'm just gonna go along for the ride, you know? I mean, and then I'm thinking about everybody talking about these camps. Well, here go your camps. You thought it was about COVID camps. Hell no. This is about domestic terrorist threats. You know, will they accomplish it? I doubt it. But you got to think. We got to think rationally here. We thought it was all about, oh, those are COVID camps. They get detain. Nah, that was the slick shit. They keep you looking over here. Meanwhile, they looking over there. Nah, they're going to be, you know, I mean, these trains, somebody hit me up on one of my videos like, yo, they got the video of these trains going the other way on the West Coast. And I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, okay, I don't know where the fuck them trains was going, but it's not unnormal. I've just never captured one of them on video myself, so it was pretty crazy. But it's not unnormal. They move shit all the time. What they do is they have a stock. It's a business. Remember, war is a business. So when these motherfuckers got all these machines over there overseas and shit, well, guess what? They need work. They ain't got no shops over there. They got mechanics on scene, but these motherfuckers need to be clean. They get sand in them bitches. They need all kind of maintenance and shit. You're not gonna do that over in them fucking countries. You're gonna fly them bitches all the way back. Remember, it's unlimited amount of funds when it comes to the military. They bring them bitches back. They ship them all the way back over. They get them all serviced, and then they ship them all back. It's in a rotation. It's a business. It's like rotating stock. That's what they do. I get that. The timing, yeah, that's a little fucking different. But it's not unnormal. So I don't get alarmed. Fuck that. Whatever. You know? But at this point, this shit all gotta happen. Fuck it. So this just is what it is, man. You know? Like I said, but they need to be smart and get out of where they fuck you're a sitting possum, a duck. Just move on to the next shit. You know, and they're saying March 1st, American truckers are going to go across the country. They're saying stock the fuck up. They're saying, you know, get all the shit you need. We're going to keep the truck rolling, but listen, this is a stand, and we making the stand. I believe this is being done deliberately by the government, all right? Because what do they want to do? They already put in our minds of the shortages. Here we go. This is the next crisis. Shortages due to people standing up, which you got a right to do, against the fucking tyranny. And then they're going to hit us with something else while the shelves are low. So they remember, they got to be the Lord and Savior. Government is God. Government is God here. All right? It should be well known by now. That's why I say we live in a motherfucking hell. Government is God in this realm, unfortunately. I mean, it is what it is. You see what they're doing? I watched that fucking 3-hour city council shit from one of them shits up in Canada, and these motherfuckers are straight communist warlords. The language that I don't have time to sit here and take it and upload it on my channel, or otherwise I would. And I know y'all ain't got time to sit there and watch 3 hours of that shit, but guess what? I don't know, the spirit called me to listen to that shit, and I'm like, these motherfuckers are literally have a war plan for these truckers. They was talking about cutting off their food supply. Little shit that people don't get. I get it. Cut off food supply. You're trying to starve human beings for doing something they have a right to do. Bitch, they're mad at the fucking government. If you're mad, you got a right to do something. But they also got a right to try to keep whatever. If you gotta remember, if you got corrupt power, you're not gonna just fucking, no, you're gonna use your corrupted power to stop that shit. You got the gun, you like, fuck what people say. We the bully, remember? Did y'all forget? We stomp y'all out. We shoot you dead in the streets. We drag you out of your homes. We pull you over. Bitch, you pay us, motherfucker. You're not about to sit here and park trucks up here and think you got willy-nilly. It's not a government. It's a fucking mafia. All right? It's a big, giant fucking bully. I mean, come on. And that bully needs to retain power because that big fucking giant bully won't be a bully no more. Their threat of their very existence is at stake here. They got a lot at stake. Remember, the government's been bought, paid for. There once was a time where there was actually a good government. I believe somewhere along those lines. They don't write a fucking constitution like that and give the rights like that under common man and shit for them to be doing the shit that they're doing. All right? Some way, some point, there was some enlightened fucking being that came here and set this shit how it was supposed to be set among common man. All right? It is what it is. Somewhere went wrong, and that's what we got in office. And the way I watched this, whatever the fuck it was, government, I don't know, it was someone in Ottawa. It was like 7-8 members, and they was talking about the whole situation. I'm like, God damn, this is a war fucking room. This is a low-level war room, what they're trying to do. You know? Talking about they're going to remove them out of the fucking vehicle, cut off the supplies, every fucking thing. They said cut off food. I'm like, whoa, they want to kill these people. When I heard cut off food, that means they want to starve them out. That means they want to block people from coming in, and they want to trap them like a rat. What are they going to do once they catch them? Them people going to be mad as a bitch. Now you got, what do you think they're going to do? Man, they're going to hold them, man. They're not going to let them get out and regroup. Then you got to look at the camps. Them ain't no fucking COVID camps. Those are convoy camps. Look what they're doing now. I'm gonna post a video about that later. I don't know how big it's gonna be, but it's going around all the trucker groups. March 1st, trucker convoy U.S. to D.C. That ain't good. Now you know why they built all those walls and fences and fucking around the Capitol. You already know. They know some point, some motherfuckers is coming to DC, and I've been saying that for years. It was gonna be one day, but I didn't think they were gonna bring trucks. I thought they were coming with rifles. All right? I thought they were coming, convoys, militias was going there with rifles armed. That's what I thought. I didn't know that about the trucks and shit. Never crossed my mind that they would do that. You know, and they did have a trucker. When Trump was there, the truckers stood up because they were tired of the brokers. And they all came to fucking DC. And Rick ran that. Shout out to Rick. He ran that operation. And they did. And Trump lied his ass off. Oh, they're honking because they love me. No, bitch. Because they out there because the brokers was killing them. And they was driving for 70 cents a mile. They said, fuck that, we couldn't do it. What was happening, up there was happening here, but without the restrictions of the Mr. 19. It was about the brokers driving the price way the fuck down to try to drive them out. And they did. People had to park their rigs. Ain't nobody driving for 70 cents. But guess what? There were companies, big, giant fucking corporations had people driving for 70 cents a mile. You can't even go down the fucking road if you're a private. You're losing money. Shit is crazy, man. Fucking disgusting. Like I said, this shit got to go down like this. So, hey, whatever happens, fuck it. It got to go down. I hope they block the Super Bowl. I hope people get mad. I hope fucking football players get mad at Patriots. Because then guess what? Y'all can duke it out in the streets. Whatever. Wake the fuck up. Maybe they'll ask, well, why are they doing this? Maybe you got the football players' attention now. And they could direct that fucking body painting, fucking howling, underwear wearing in the fucking 2-degree weather energy to join in the fucking team. Yeah, that's a big problem. Because y'all fat, lazy motherfuckers been watching football. This shit been going on. Now we here. Y'all got injections. Y'all might not be alive for the Super Bowl 25 or whatever the fuck it is. Y'all might not even be around because y'all want to see the game so bad. Y'all lined up and got the shakes and don't even realize it. You know? So, it is what it is, man. So, shout out to all you guys. I'm just doing a little rant and rave. I just woke up with the thought that, damn, these motherfuckers believe that you gotta die to go to heaven. What the fuck? So that means you have to be in a hell realm. You know? You literally gotta be in a hell realm, and people are starting to see the hell realm. Like, you gotta see it now. It's right in front of your fucking face. What they're doing to these people in Canada, and they're gonna do here in the United States, that let to tell you how bad it is. You got a right to do everything you want to. These motherfuckers knocking on doors of people that are in Facebook groups telling them how to protest. That's God coming down, telling you, God government coming down and tell you, look, you got a right to protest, but you got to protest this way, motherfucker. If you don't, you're successful to these laws, rules, and regulations, which is not laws. Sorry. These sanctions, rules, and regulations. And you could be fined and in prison. They're making shit illegal. Like, a gas can is legal, they made it illegal. Shit is crazy. These motherfuckers went too far. And if y'all didn't see the video I uploaded of the woman, the black woman that dropped the motherfucking jewel, go watch it, because that's the best speech I've ever heard, because everything she said was 100% facts. You don't get more factual than that. You got to get mad and you got to say, fuck that. The protest is good. That's why it's the beautiful energy, but people go back to sleep right after that. They go home in their comforts. You got to be uncomfortable. So this shit hopefully makes people uncomfortable. Hopefully. Shelves run dry, run empty. Well, why? No, it ain't the truckers. It's what's happening to everybody in this fucking nation. It ain't black or white. And it's good to see a black woman out there with all races, dropping it as deep as you could pop. Shit, that's as deep as I've seen yet. Because when you unravel this fucking matrix, they got us fucked up. And I talk about it all the time from every faction of our life. We are in bad shape. You have a fucking government that is way too big and way too powerful. And let you know that you've been a slave the whole motherfucking time. And the minute you don't want to be a slave no more, they're like, nope, we're going to put our shit tighter. What the fuck you talking about? You want to be free? No, you know what? You're going to be even less free because you want to be free. That's how we do shit around here in hell. It's backwards, motherfucker. Yeah, we show you the Constitution. Yeah, we show you that there's freedom. But bitch, you think we're going to give it to you? Are you stupid? You got to be. You know what? You got mental health issues. You can't... You know you got mental health issues. Come on. Oh, you got a right to bear arms? What? You thought you could bring that gun with you in our buildings? No, come on. You thought you could just go buy one in the store? Seriously, you got to ask us, and we got to give you permission for your right to bear arms. Come on. You know, please. Oh, you bought a car? You didn't buy a car. Dummy, you bought us a car. You gave it to us, you stupid fucking idiot. Come on. But we'll let you drive it for a while. But you better go get our license, because if you don't, we'll be sure we got guns, billy clubs, mace, stun guns, and cars. We're gonna find you. And if you're not driving down the road straight, if anything we deem that we don't like, we're gonna pull you over with the intent to kill you first. We know at the minute we see that car, and we want to, and we instilled it in our hands that the probability of you dying is pretty much all on the table, and when we pull your ass over. That's how we got it, bitch. So you either like it or don't fuck with it. Point blank period. And that's what we living in. People don't realize that's how harsh the shit is. You know? That's how harsh it is. Oh, you love your wife? Guess what? We love her too. And we love you. Come to us so we can give you permission. And that's how it works around here. If you don't like it, hey, you don't got to do it. That's how it works. It's fucking disgusting. People don't realize how bad it is. Oh, you and your love up, you guys want a child? Guess what? We do too, because that child makes us so much fucking money that it's unbelievable. We're gonna make that child grow up and join us one day. Otherwise, we're not, and we're gonna profit off of prisons, drugs, alcohol, you know. And that kid's gonna have more kids, and then guess what? You know what? I just love being a fucking your God. And that's what we're living in, and people don't even fucking realize it, guys. That's how simply stupid and fucked up it is at the same time. That's how it is. Oh, yeah, oh, you mean, oh, you believe in God? I don't know, because if you come down to our home in DC, you don't see crosses. You don't see any God you don't see Jesus in any of our buildings. Are you stupid? What God you think we're trusting? It says in God we trust. You don't see a cross in any of our courthouses. You don't see a cross in our buildings. We don't. What do you mean? Oh yeah, you can go worship. Yep, go over there. But you can't talk about us. If you talk about us, we'll shut you down. We're your God. This is what we living in, guys. Sorry it sounds so fucking it's so harsh, but it's just me ranting because people need to realize how fucked up it really is, you know? So shout out to that woman, because it's really that fucked up, you know? Oh, yeah, you know, you went through school, you went to college, you became a doctor, a lawyer, you know, a teacher, you know, whatever the fuck you into, all right? Whatever you became, you didn't become you. You became them, all right? You became them. You are not you no more. That's why I say I'm a doctor. Bitch, your name's Mike. How the fuck are you a doc? Your name's Doctor? No, you're Mike. You learned how to fucking do shit. That's what they did. I'm a doctor. I'm up here. You know. Oh, I'm a lawyer. You know. I'm this. You know. No, bitch. You're Fred, Ted, and Jed. That's what you are. You're a fucking human being at the end of the day. Because guess what? When you hit this graveyard over here. See that graveyard with all them graves? All those was claiming titles too, but guess where they all at? The same motherfucking place. And guess what? I don't see any houses and cars next to their shit. I don't see no fucking I don't see nothing. I don't see their family's dinner table out there. I don't see their big giant safe. I don't see their guns laying next to them. You ain't taking shit when you head to that fucking place. You know? And that's what people need to realize. That's how we come together. That's how we organize. Like, you know what? This shit is this fucked up. Fuck what you talking about. The little shit, you talking about a mask mandate? Fuck that mask mandate. Our whole life is a mask mandate. We've been masked our whole fucking life. I'm sick of it all. You can't be, you nitpicking. You good, all right, we got our mask off. Whew, I can go back to sleep. No, man, fuck that. What you mean? Everywhere you look, you got a slave to get your fucking food. You got a slave to get your power. You got a slave to fucking drive your car. You got a slave to do every goddamn thing. That's where I'm at. No, that shit's fucked up. These people got to fucking go. Tax. Oh, I pay taxes. We pay taxes for this and that. Or we got a right. No, you fucking don't, man. That's fuck you pay me money, man. You ain't got a right to shit. That's how they got you, because you're white, Hispanic, black, Puerto Rican, Asian, whatever the fuck, African American. That's what you is. You ain't no fucking body. You're a N-O-B-O-D-Y, a nobody. The word comes from bitch, you don't got no damn body. They own the bitch. You're a nobody. So they know you're a nobody. You know you're a nobody. So guess what they did? They called you, listen, when you fill this out, check this mark. Oh, we'll slicken it up because people are figuring it out. African American, Hispanic, white, European, Asian, Latin descent. Now they trying to get all slick with it. Bitch, because they're all color of law terms. Because they know their shit. As the time went on, they don't switch it up from black and white. I remember growing up, it was only black, white, other. That's all it was. Black, white, other. That's it. I didn't know. I used to always ask my mom. I always knew it was fucked up. The minute I saw it, I'm like, I'm mixed. I'm like, I'm white and black. Which one do I put? My mom always said, put whatever one you feel. I used to check both of them bitches every time. But guess what color I always came out to be? Black. Driver's license, black. Well, when I had ID, black. That's what it came out. So ask me what it is now. I'll tell you later. And that's how they fucked us. And everybody's like, oh yeah. And then you got the other people, I just don't want to be bothered. So, I just do it. Yep, you're a fucking slave. And guess what? Hey, it's the way it is. They got them trained ones. See, we ain't trained. We're not fucking trained, man. We ain't a good fucking slave. We the one that was back maybe in our pre-life when we was on the fucking field, we was looking like figuring out how to get the fuck out the shit. This shit just didn't seem right to us. But the other motherfuckers like, I want to get in Master's house. I want to sleep on Master's couch. I want to watch his fucking radio because it wasn't no TV. Whatever the fuck they did, I want to read his books. No, I don't want to do none of that shit. I want to be like, I'm looking at how the fuck can I be master? So I can free everybody. How can I get rid of this motherfucker without hurting him? That's how I think. I mean, this shit is crazy, man. And I'm glad people getting to that's what that understanding, that's what you need. Shout out to the motherfucking troopers. Fuck it. People are figuring it out, and that's the end of it. Fuck it. It don't even matter. I can't even follow this shit no more. I'm like, this shit's too crazy. It's too much information. I can't keep up. What's good, Goblin? Shout out to y'all. I wasn't reading the comments. I was kind of going off. Disambiguation. Shout out to you for coming rocking out. Anybody who watches this after, shout out to you. I'm gonna share this to the groups because people need to hear this type of shit. I'm just built different. I'm sorry. I don't like this reality. I can't stand it. It despises me. But I dwell in it, and I do well in it, and I feel good in it at the same time of hating it. It makes my skin crawl and feel good at the same fucking time. Because I got balance. I got balance. This is where that shooting happened at Walmart the other day. Figured I'd go finish this video in the fucking parking lot. But, yeah, so People need to hear this. I hate this fucking place, man. I can't stand this place, this reality. You know, it's like fucking Agent Smith in the Matrix. I feel like that. You know, that's why the Matrix was so dope. It was both sides you can see. You can see the point of both sides. A lot of people, Neo, how about you look at Agent Smith and the shit that he was talking? You know, it was dead true. Humans are fucking cancer, a fucking cancer of the earth. You know, and you hate it. You can't stand this fucking stench of this place, man. You know, it's so fucked up how they did a human being. You know. And that's how we living, man. We living in bad motherfucking shape. You know, people talk about the flat earth, the round earth, man. The shape of the fucking earth is fucked up. That's the only shape it's in. It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. The easiest way to end those conversations is, bitch, it ain't round, it ain't flat, it's fucked up. And they don't even know the shape of the fucking earth. These people are not that fucking intelligent. They don't have that much technology. They don't know the shape of this motherfucking planet. This plane of existence, this earth, this world, whatever the fuck you want to call it. They don't know. How the fuck? Nobody knows. You know? So, it's just a fucked up ass shape. And that's what we need to be working on. Say, let's, the shape of the world is whatever shape we make the bitch. How about that? Let's just come together and say, fuck it. We know the problem. We are fucking slaves, man, in hell. You know? We're in fucking hell. We're ruled by fucking psychotic beings, man. Look at the reach of this shit. It's ridiculous. It done touch every fucking human being, and yet the human being can't even see this shit. Everything in nature's been fucked with. And now they fucking with the human being, which they been, but they went 0 to 1,000, you know, with this Mr. 19 shit, you know? And I'm glad this shit happened like that. And it's just biblical, it's supposed to happen. Well, man, take your fucking Bible, man, and go stand on a building and just leap off. Hopefully Jesus catch you on the way down, man. I don't understand the logic. What the fuck are y'all doing then? What are you guys doing? Waiting. Man, I've been a little kid and motherfuckers been waiting for Jesus to come back. You know? On this day, Jesus will return. Man, come on with that shit. Return where? Return in your ass. That's the only place that energy is going, is in you. So you could turn into that person. Point blank, period. So you could turn into Jesus and walk like God and do God's work and be and pick up your cross and fucking walk and get on your right side of your mind, which is your right mind, you know? Fuck, shit is crazy, man. But that's how fucked up it is, man. You know? From birth to death, it's fucked up, you know? The most stressful part of death is, these days, is the motherfucking funeral. Everybody got to pay. You got to pay pay this, pay that, pay for this. And no, you know, what the fuck, man? Motherfucker can't just die, you know? Shit. And then, you know it's sickening when they don't let your body go back to its creation, to the earth. Your physical body don't go back to where it came from. Ain't that some shit? They put you in a fucking box. Seal that bitch tight, you know? Other countries, man, they wrap a motherfucker up in a sheet and put them 3 feet in the ground, not 6. 6 is out of your auric field, your torus field, you know? That's why other countries, look it up, 3 feet, that's it. That's where they go, you know? That's where they go. That sheet will eventually turn to fucking dust and your bones will be right under there. Boom. Your bones will go right back to the motherfucking earth. Here, nah, they want to put you in a box. They want to put you 6 feet where it's even colder in a box where your fucking body ain't going back. They've been trying to trap us. Now they're trying to trap our consciousness and put it in a fucking computer, man. Fuck that. Maybe these cell towers is for that shit. All this 5G shit, 5G, that 5G. Maybe that's for when a motherfucker die, they snatching them bitches up. You ever think about that shit? Because we know when you die, the energy of the moon, which is always around, we just don't see it in the daytime, pulls the energy back, pulls that energy back to it. all the way up there. That's why when people die, they say, oh, they seen the light at the tunnel. You know, it's dark. They see the light at the tunnel. Bitch, y'all seen the moon because your energy was going back to that bitch. And then when it gets to the blue and they walk to the light, it gets real bright. That's because your ass is there and you're about to be dead, motherfucker. And it's going to shoot you back. This is the Trinity. Earth, moon, sun. That's the Trinity. That's why I believe in it. And then that energy gets shot back over to the sun. And I don't know what happened to that channel, man. I think they deleted that motherfucker off of YouTube. That bitch gets shot back at the sun, and the sun shoots that bitch right back to fucking Earth and right into another fucking body. Maybe these cell towers with this technology is sucking these fucking souls back in and beaming them bitches back here in some fucking crazy, twisted way. I don't fucking know. I'm just, I'm just hypothetically, putting shit out there, to fucking thinking. You never know. Who the fuck knows? We know they want to upload our consciousness to a fucking... How they gonna do that? They could be doing that shit already. Who the fuck knows what this fucking shit is for? All I do is see a cell towers get more and more and more, and then bigger and bigger and more pads on the fucking poles. And I still look at the phone and like, yo, these bars are the same. The service is the same. The phone just goes a little faster. They lying to us. Who the fuck knows what that shit is really doing? But I don't know what happened to that channel on YouTube, but that shit is gone. And he was the dopest I've ever seen with his setup looking at the sun. That shit, when first time I saw that, that was real. That was no NASA shit. It was real. That shit scared the fuck out of me. The sun looks scary as hell. It doesn't look like anything they show us. This dude was real as it gets. Had his own camera, and he did some type of upgrade that made it even better. But I can't find his channel. I was subscribed to him. I can't find his channel. I know Cuts know what I'm talking about because I mirrored some of the videos. But honestly, the sun looks scary as hell. It really does. And I'm like, holy shit, that's the sun looks like? And then you slowly see NASA start to make it kind of look like that. But this dude, yo, he just knew what the fuck he was doing. So, yeah. But anyways, man, so shout out to all you guys. And I know I'm ranting and raving, but I just woke up with this, yo, you gotta die to go to heaven. Like, what the fuck kind of crazy shit is that? That should have been the fucking that should have been red flag number 1 right there. That should have been red flag number 1. Which you gotta die to go to heaven and then be judged again? Like, that shit don't even make any sense at all. Hold on 1 second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I had a phone call. And then I'm seeing everybody still masked. The overlord government, Rocky Dennis, lifts the mask mandates, and still, it's like it ain't even happened. This shit is crazy, man. Again, hell realm. Again, go truckers, whatever the fuck, whatever. Don't pull out. Keep it going. Fuck it. Do what you gotta do. But yes. I think let me see if I got it on this phone. I'll show you guys. Nope, it's on. Yeah. Wait, is this it? Oh, yeah. So this is what I'll show you guys real quick. This is what, okay, I saw. It says, please plan ahead. I'm gonna put the phone back up here and read it, okay? Because I can't read through the screen. But it says, please plan ahead and prepare your food pantries, water, gas, and any other needs. These truckers are going to be tied up and want you to be prepared. These truckers are planning to go across the country on March 1st, 2022 to peacefully fight for our freedom, giving you time to prepare your food, water, and fuel sources. They do not want you to think they're attacking the people. They aren't. These great truckers are fighting for our freedom and health, standing the ground on the front lines for us. All right? All at their own expense. They need our full help and cooperation. You don't need to be a trucker to participate. All are welcome to join in and help in any way. Just remember to keep it peaceful, since they will try to make us the enemy. Warning, the shelves may be empty for some time. Think local, buy local, grow local. All right? Thank you all truckers. Whether you are leading the convoy or keeping the needs of the people stocked, bring it home, truckers. Freedom, their biggest load. Convoy for freedom. Freedom 2020. Now, this is where the shit is like, yo, like, okay, that right there could be a true statement, but for me, that sounds like some op shit, because they're too much big on stocking up, and they're saying fuel, water, okay? Fuel, what the fuck? What do you mean? What would this have to do with, why would that disrupt fuel? Because if you know the trucking industry, when it goes to fuel, them bitches ain't gonna stop. Those trucks are not going to have nothing to do with the goddamn convoy. All right, these trucks are owned by the oil companies. You don't see trucks smaller for the smaller places, but these trucks are owned by the fucking oil companies. They're gonna be moving oil and trucking. That's not even. That's why for me it's like, okay, this shit didn't come from a knowledgeable trucker, or this is coming from a op. Because that right there don't make no sense, because there wouldn't be a fuel shortage, because these trucks, I know y'all see them on the highway, are owned by, Shell or Speedway or Mobil or Chevron or whatever the fuck the other ones are. Them trucks are going to be moving. Those ain't no private shit. Them shit's going to be moving. And what do you think? A motherfucker not going to drive those? No, they'll be like, all right, bitch, you're going to, instead of making $25 an hour, here's $100 an hour. Get them trucks to the fucking gas station. See? So this is what makes me think that, this shit is a setup. And then, check this out. Now, when you see this shit, you know what time it is. Look at this bitch. AOC. The whole point of protesting is to make people uncomfortable. Activists take the discomfort with the status quo and advocate for the concrete policy changes. Popular support often starts in small and grows. To folks who complain, protest, demand, make others uncomfortable, that's the point. And she got trucks. She got Canadian trucks. She got American trucks. That shit's a red flag. This bitch is 100% for the agenda. The bitch is dumb as a box of fucking rocks. This statement don't even make any sense. She does not know how to talk. All right. If she wrote this bitch is illiterate, dumb, and illogical. So when I seen that, okay, and this was a while ago. So that's why I'm saying, like, if y'all see the date on this is why I snapshot. I was making a video. This shit says December 20th. All right. Look at that. So these motherfuckers be fucking up. And I caught that. First thing I saw, I'm like, AOC, trucks. I look at the bottom, I look at the date. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. So definitely something like I said, we already know to stock up. We got to be stocked up. 6 months, you're good. They're going to run this agenda, and then they're going to get back to business. All right. And the agenda is to make this what it's all about, man. It's the people's, it's all about the mind. Spiritual warfare. This is about the mind. All right. The mind. People say it's for this money, this money, this control. No, the mind. Because if you can control the mind, you get the money. You control the mind, you get the control. You control the mind, you get the power. This is about the mind, okay? So they need to convince the population that these motherfuckers are crazy and they need to be in these camps. And then you have a 1984 mentality of these people need to be in them camps. Remember what happened? Oh, they fucking had us starving. People were dying. Oh no, these people are dangerous. I don't want them near my kids. I don't want them in our society. That's what they're going for. Will they get it? No. They're not going to get that because we in a different age, a different time, a different understanding. Years ago, they could have been pulled this shit off. They fucked up. They waited for divine energy to come. That shit ain't working. Because just like now people are standing with each other. The ones that are all shot up, jabbed up, all the doses. Got some new shit. They're in testing out there now. Yeah, shit, I'm in the middle of the fucking the new Pfizer test. But I support you guys because this shit ain't right. So that's what they got. They got both groups together now. That's a fucking huge problem. So, you know, what's up, Blink? Mike Jones, what's good? I'm just ranting and shit, you know. I'm just ranting and raving this morning and shit outside of Walmart. They had a shooting the other day, which didn't affect anything because everybody's still in here like it never happened, and that's how it works. But, yeah, so those were, that's the word on the streets is March 1st. They're planning a convoy in the United States. Stock up, you know, stock up and, you know, get ready. Also, like I said, in Canada, I think today, yeah, I let off steam on GTA last night. But, nah, this is just love, man. I just putting the love and the energy out in the air that people need to wake the fuck up and, you know, get with the program. You know, and see what the reality really is. What's good, Mateo? And what the real what's really going on. Oh shit, somebody's live in Greece, New York. Hold on, what that say? Freedom Rally, Greece, New York. Oh, let's see, because I'm in Greece right now. Maybe something's about to.
It's like our current hospital system, our protocol.
Let me see, is there a Freedom Rally? Let's see. And this dude is
media constantly says things like the science is changing,
oh wait,
the data is changing.
What the hell happened?
I mean,
let's see.
Totally.
There's supposed to be a rally somewhere in Greece.
Confrontational kind of look. I gotta find a place to park that's not on Wegmans property.
Oh, I know where they're at. I'm gonna go over there. Shout out to my man, Kevin. The motherfucker is batshit crazy, but you know he's doing his thing. You know, I mean, this motherfucker's literally fucking insane. He's fucking crazy as all shit, but. Hey man, he's just got that energy, you know, and you need a person like that, you know. I mean, he's did all kind of shit with BLM. He was against BLM, like I was, but he was on steroids with the shit. You know, they thought he was a BLM agitator, but he was exposed. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. I didn't know him back then, but this motherfucker is crazy, and he's a good brother, man, with his heart in the right place. But I mean crazy as in he's just crazy, like crazy as in he gonna do whatever the fuck. He don't care about any goddamn repercussions from the shit.
On the Wegmans property because I was banned from Wegmans for not wearing a mask. So I'm zippy doo dah.
He's been banned from Wegmans, banned from e-sporter. He's been banned from all kinds of shit. Like, how do you get banned from you know what I mean? So, but anyways, back to what I was saying. People need to be fucking pissed, and I've been saying that. Keep on shutting shit down. I don't give a flying fuck in hell, you know. That's why, you know, like people just they gotta get it. Even people that are, you know, that don't really know that are fighting for like I said, like their jobs or a mask mandate. No, man, that shit is way bigger than that. Like, what the fuck? You fighting for some shit? Like, come on, man. Fighting for the school. You don't fight for the fucking school. You fight for your child. First you save you, then you figure out what the fuck's going on, then you save your family, then wait a minute, I gotta save my fucking child. It's about to get sucked into the beast through this school. Let me get him out and let me teach him what needs to be taught. This reality. In his ABCs and 1 fucking 2 3s, and give him rational thinking math instead of the math that they teach that trains your mind to think. People don't understand like how deep this shit is. And when I tell them, it's like a deer in fucking headlights. All right, I am a math fucking retard. All right, I am so dumb in math. All right, but I understand divine mathematics. I understand how to calculate very fucking well, but I'm just dumb at math. I'm dumb at their math, all right? And if you look at the levels of math that there is, it'll blow your fucking mind. There's math that is not even taught in school or college, that you have to be picked and chosen to learn that fucking math. I mean, there's a certain, I don't know what they even call it, writing. What do they call it? Writing, literature, grammar, whatever the fuck. It's not math and it's not English. It's in between the two, but it's a formula of some shit that we can't even fucking understand. Like this the levels of math, if you ever research it, it's unfucking real. And that's how I believe they hide this technology. All right? They hide this technology through a weird, like, remember years ago there was this thing that you could send to the iPhone. This weird ass symbols, and it would shut the iPhone down and reboot it. Like, you could text somebody this code and it'll reboot the goddamn iPhone. Like, I used to play with it all the time and fuck with people, fucking with them. You text this code. It's like a code. It's not anything that we can correlate to anything. But when you send that shit over to another iPhone, like say I text Brother Cuts and he got an iPhone, it reboots their damn phone. It's shut, like they open up the text and that bitch just shuts their phone clean off and it reboots the shit. All right, that's the type of shit I'm talking about. It's just this, I don't know, it looks like some old Transformer shit. Some Transformer language or some shit. I don't know. But this is the shit that I believe they use to keep us from certain technologies. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and so back to what I was saying, in school, the math they're teaching, yeah, they're teaching you numbers and add this to work in their system, but they're teaching your brain to work in a different way than it was interpreted. Like, that's the trick of mathematics. People say, oh, well, we need math. No, when you understand, it's because math has a psychology. It's not just numbers and, oh, you learn this. There's a psychology behind and a physics behind the way you learn math and how your brain works. All right, and that's what they're doing. All right, they're teaching your mind to do shit differently. Basically mathematically configuring your brain to work in a different way. People don't understand that shit. That's why, man, when I learned this shit, I'm like, yo, my kids is getting the fuck out. There's nothing in there. I don't give a fuck. There's nothing in there that they benefit off of. Nothing. And then other parents will say, oh, because they got to socialize. Fuck socializing. Do you realize what existence we're in? Half the motherfucking kids in the school are sitting there with their phones, texting each other instead of talking to each other any fucking way. So the parent actually needs to wake the fuck up and say, you know what? Let me get my motherfucking kid out of the goddamn school. You know? I get all that, but if enough kids were out, you just, y'all meet outside of the school. I mean, it's so simplistically stupid. You know, and all the resources now with so many parents pulled their kids and all this other shit and people not working and so much information and knowledge to teach and things to offer. All we have to do, whatever area we are in, is fucking lease a fucking building or buy the building. It'd be better to buy it because then you could make it private, put it in a private trust, make it into a religious organization, and boom. There you go. It don't have to be 501c3. None of that shit. Fuck there. We don't need that. Because then they're gonna say, oh, we can and can't. No, we want it. It's a private religious organization. Stay the fuck out, no trespassing. Bitch, you can't come here. When they got a mandate, guess what? It ain't mandated here, bitch. And then after a while, in a year, people are like, oh, well, we'll have somebody keeping statistics. Well, how many people were sick? None. How many people stayed home? None. Look at all the smiles. Oh my God. People realize they're the fucking power. I can't stand it when people, everybody got an excuse. Ain't no excuse. Just like in law, there is no excuse. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. Because you should know. All right? And that's how they treat you. We don't fucking know. But when we going in these places, when you go into these courts, we don't fucking know because we never learned. It ain't like it was where we couldn't. We can. We just don't want to because that requires work. See, knowledge requires work. Taking control of your life requires work because everybody is being taken care of by the government. You know? Everybody's being taken care of by the government. Whether you want, I don't give a fuck what way you look at it. You're getting heat in your house, the government provides it for you. You're getting electricity in your house, the government provides it for you. You got a job, the government is providing it for you. You got a car, the government provides it for you. Whatever you're doing, we're not providing it for ourselves. People are like, oh, I provide. People think I'm crazy when I say I don't even provide for my family right now. I don't. That's why I'm on the mission. I'm the mission I'm on because I want to be the provider. I want to be somewhere where my source is unlimited. That's my shit all out there. We got so much, it goes back to the motherfucking earth. We living in abundance. We give the shit away. We got to go give it to the locals because we got so much. That's where I need to be and where I want to be because then I'm giving. No one's giving to me. God is giving to me. The creator that created me is given to me. And guess what? It gives me the ability to give to somebody else. That's a true government. Not this one. It takes everything for itself and gives us nothing. Makes us slave for it. And people got to realize that shit. I mean, it is what it is. So, you know, this is how bad it's fucked up it is. But people don't want to realize that we're in this situation. Like I said, you don't take care of you. I don't take care of me. The government does. Because without all that, I'm a freeze. I'm a starve. Because I got to go to Wegmans and buy my food off the fucking shelf. Then the food that I buy, I eat more natural. But guess what? The government tells the people that puts the fucking shit in the store what they got to spray on the shit and how they got to grow the shit. We ain't providing a motherfucking thing to us. The water, we ain't providing that shit. The government is providing us the water. And guess what? When the government provides us water, it's not water. Water is H2O. Don't believe me? Bottle up some of your tap water and go get it tested. And then, you know what? Somebody should be out there in front of the water authority fucking holding a goddamn protest saying we want water. And the news will come out, well, what do you mean? We all got water. And then drop it. No, this is what comes out your faucet. This. Cut and dry. Bitch, this is water, H2O. That don't come out our faucet. Explain, please. Let us know. Everybody don't drink. Most people don't drink the shit. So you know the shit's already fucked up, but nobody gives a fuck. I mean, the shit is just mind-boggling, man. like I said, we're not our own providers. Somebody prove to me that you're a provider. And I've literally had so many conversations with people, and they just look at me like I'm stupid. Like, man, I provide for my family. I'm like, the belief of providing is very big, but you don't provide. Because if your daddy says you can't have, bitch, you don't got. Point blank, period. So, you know, it is what it is, man. I just face reality, and I know what the fuck's going on. I know what I am, and I know the situation I'm in, and I don't like it, you know? And I don't like it. And I do well in this matrix. I ain't complaining about that, but I don't like it. I say it all the time. I don't like bailing my motherfucking food out of prison. I don't feel like going to commissary and getting my food out. I gotta go in here. I gotta look at this beautiful fucking mango and orange and these greens and all this beauty. And I gotta grab here. Thank God for the people that grow this shit, you know? At least there is some connection, some fucking where through the deep barrels of fucking hell, this shit grows and makes it to my body. Just barely. That's fucked up, man. When you look at our creation and you look at what's supposed to go in our creation and you look at how it gets to our creation, you people, you know, we look at the cows and the chickens and all that shit and how it gets to our body. But what about the other shit? Look what that shit gotta go through to get in our fucking body. That shit is crazy. It even looks at its other oranges like, yo, I haven't seen you in forever. You know, an organic orange with seeds. Look at another orange. Motherfucker be like, who are you? They don't even know each other. I mean, the shit is that crazy. Like the food supply is so manipulated. You know, save the fucking animals. You need to be like, yo, save the fucking plants and the fruits and the vegetables. We been fucked up on that one. It's too late. And it's only gonna get worse. We've been fucked up and let that one. We failed. We failed God. People talking about, oh, God, great, yeah, oh, we need to honor God. Well, God is the earth. We ain't honoring that motherfucker, man, at all. Look what you talking about, oh, look what our kids got to go through. Look what the animals got to go. Look what the fuck the food has to go through to get to your body. That shit is really tormented. Sprayed with pesticides, the shit been mutilated and split DNA to grow this and take out that and this and that, and fuck it, we got all these good herbs and shit. We gonna strip all the nutrients out. See, we cut it, and now we put this into production. We'll grow this over here, and we'll keep all the good shit and give them the bullshit. So they can never prosper. They can never figure this shit out. Is that fucked up, man? That's how I think. That's why I be the way I am. I'm like, yo, this shit is fucked up. I'm in the store looking at my food, man. That shit is depressing. You know, that shit is depressing. I'm like, fuck. You know? Then going back in time in my mind and knowing, never forgetting what the universe has shown me when I was young, seeing these motherfuckers come around in full hazmat suits, talking about they spraying for pesticides. And we had a cherry tree, an apple tree, a pear tree. We had lemon balm leaves, raspberries, all in the fucking yard, in the fucking hood. Neighbor had a pear tree. Neighbor had a fucking, they call them crab apple tree. Fucking black raspberries. All them bitches are nowhere to be found. Fucking 5 years later, all dead. We just thought it was just, we didn't even know at the time. And now I go back and look, I'm like, these motherfuckers killed these shits. Dirty asses, man. You know? And I'm sure a lot of people can attest to that shit. You know? In the summer, I'll be walking down the street. Shit, I see a mulberry tree. I'm tearing them up. People walking by like, oh, you're not supposed to eat those. I'm like, why? This is the cleanest shit you could be eating. I'm up there at a Dunkin' Donuts. It's a cherry tree outside. I'm picking the cherry trees. Them shit's bleeding. I'm talking stain your clothes bleeding. Fingers, the shit be on your fingers for 2 days. That shit needs to be in your body because that shit is super healthy. And they're like, oh, what are you're eating? Yeah, motherfucker, what are you talking about? This is the best shit you could possibly be eating right here. It ain't been sprayed, it ain't been touched. You know, that's how fucked up we are, man. They did a number on us. You know? What's good, Free? Shout out to you guys. Like I said, man, I'm just getting the rant and raving on. You know? Because I just woke up, man, and someone was like, damn. Something so stupid. The thought just brought all these thoughts on us. Like, man, motherfuckers running around here believing you gotta die to go to heaven. Like, what the fuck kind of crazy religion is that? You know? That is fucked up. And now you look around and everything I just fucking said is how bad it is. You know, and that's what you got to come to, because you have to kill the person you have been and be born again into this new person to actually see the heaven that is around us, that they have took from us, that they have stole from us, that they have raped and pillaged. You know, they done killed people, animals, and fucked up nature beyond, it's crazy. And now they want to make everything fake. Man, that's crazy. That's psychotic, man. These people are fucking psychopaths. So you know the person that rules you has no care for life. And then people are like, oh, how can they do this? How can they do that? Have you looked around? Are you kidding me? They ravage an entire forest to build a plaza. These people don't care about any kind of life, let alone yours. They will mow, and guess what? It probably was homes over here. You know, like, come on, man. We done seen stories where they done move people off their own property. And if you don't go there to burn the bitch down. Oh, there's a natural disaster. Oh, shit. Someone's house caught on fire. Oh, ironically, that was a house that they needed to get the fuck off the damn property so they could build this plaza. Ain't that a bitch? Well, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? We own it. We got the guns. Fuck it. That's how crazy the world we live in is, man. Psychotic. So, I'm glad people are realizing how deep this shit goes. It ain't about a mask mandate. It ain't about a fucking face diaper. It ain't about a fucking injection. It ain't about none of that shit. It's about much more than that. You know, that's why I'm in it. You know? Oh, shit. I forgot, Mike. Oh, you know what? This ain't... You know what? Let me give y'all a motherfucking wrench. Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, look at there. See, there go some of my brothers and sisters right here. See? There they go. There's my guy over there. They be out here faithfully every week. Shout out to them. Hold on. Let me give y'all some wrenches. Oh yeah, there goes that shit. I forgot. I be thinking I'm on my other channel. Let me mod y'all up so y'all can delete these bullshit comments. My bad. So yeah. What's good, Dennis, sorry. My bad. Wait, Denise. My bad. I can't see it from back here. Yeah, I'm just going in a little bit on, you know, I just woke up with that thought, man. No disrespect, like I said, to Christians. No disrespect to my brothers and sisters. You know, I'm all with you, but, you know, I just have a different understanding. And, you know, I could teach you all about the good old book. It's right in there. Everything I'm saying is in there, and it's loud and clear in that Bible, you know, because we are the lamp, and we are the lamp of the body, you know, and that's how it is. So go ahead and let y'all see our beautiful spirits out here standing up, you know. And this is sad, you know. This corner should be, you know, the cars shouldn't be able to even drive over here, you know, but that's just where we're at, you know. So I'm gonna go a few more minutes, and like I said, I'm watching my guy right there live. I'm gonna go out there in a bit and say what's up to everybody. That's my guy right there with the hood on. He's out there faithfully. That's a good dude right here. He knows exactly what's going on. Older guy, you know. And it's beautiful. But you know, people got to get mad, man. So hopefully the shelves, you know, honestly, hopefully they do go empty. You know, unfortunately, this is what we got to go through. You know, so people got to stock up. I mean, they've only been telling us. Let me turn my air off before my phone overheats. They've only been telling us for a long time to stock up, you know. And now the rhetoric, more and more and more. Let me just look real quick. More and more and more. That's what they're alluding to. And when you see AOC's posts start coming up and other people coming up, and you know, hold on. And pay attention to the convoy today because they're supposed to be making some moves. A U.S. trucker convoy picks up momentum. Foreign meddling adds to fray. So, Facebook said Friday it removed trucker and convoy groups run by overseas actors. Many you know, it's what they're doing. Hold on. What's the latest? I'm gonna give you the latest news on this convoy because they're starting to uptick their push. And there's protests all over the world. Like right now, there's a protest in there's a protest in Hillcrest Park in Minnesota.
Whatever it takes.
There's going to be protests.
For the schools our students deserve.
There's going to be protests everywhere. This is the year of the protest. So you have, you know, this right here going on literally live right now.
Do you feel it? Do you feel your gut? Do you feel that? That is the currency of a strike.
So they got teachers.
With your guts.
They got teachers protesting in Minneapolis for higher wages. You got all this other stuff going on. You have another group, this women's rights group protesting, I believe it is in, hold on. And this is early for all this, man. This is really early, very early. Where's this women's rights protest? I saw it earlier. I can't find it. You can hear all the horns. Roll the window down a little bit. Hold on. It's just this is a year of protest, man. You know, people just making a stand. Oh. Yep. Well, Greta Thunberg is sparking it up. It's not coming up right now, y'all. But you guys all seen it. I don't gotta beat that horse. You guys have all seen it. And the other thing was just slipped. Oh, another thing is they actually brought up the truckers are in this meeting that I saw last night. Hold on. Let me look at my history so y'all can go, if y'all feel like it, go check this shit out. It was actually pretty fucking disturbing. The thoughts of these people. Let's see. I watched it last night. Sometimes it don't show up in my history. Hold on. Sacramento. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Damn, it's not showing up. Might have watched it on a different phone. I mean, on a different channel. I hate when I can't find. It was good, but anyways, it was the city whatever the council meeting on. They also said the truckers are contributing to climate change with all the trucks running down. The stench of diesel is massive in the area. And I get it. It is. I can guarantee you it is. Because even at a truck stop, the diesel fuel is all you smell, you know. So I get that. But they were trying to say, you know, that is a threat to the public health. And I see this is how they get you. This is how they're going to try to do this. Remember, public health is also what? Public health is also the way of life. All right. So they're affecting public health by, you know, obviously the fumes. All right. This is how they're trying to spin this shit. The fumes, they're affecting public health by you know, being occupied there. And they're also the whole thing, they call it occupation. Occupation. That gives them the right, well, it really doesn't, but it gives them the right to, you know, go in and do what they do, you know. As far as what they want to do is shout out to all the horns. It's so beautiful. You know, what they want to do is to remove them, you know. And the truckers, they were on last night, I was hearing it, they said that they were going to lock themselves in their truck. Not a good idea when you're dealing with tyrannical government, because they're going to smash windows, they're going to do all kind of shit. You know, I get it. You know, so definitely about to be interesting between today and tomorrow. So yeah. Damn, I've been on here for 90 motherfucking minutes. Can't stand shit on his speech yesterday. I didn't see. I got several. One came back to organic rice pasta. Yep. Yeah, you gotta you know, gotta stock up. Got to stock up. What the fuck is this sellout talking about? Let's see what's going on in live in Ottawa right now.
The government. Eventually it was shut down, but look here, what it was, 6 days, right? That was tolerated for several weeks. Millions of
Nobody I'm subscribed to is live right now.
It doesn't, that's right. Nice to see you. I'm gonna switch over to one last question, which has to do with all of this, but relates to the medical side that nobody really talks about. Why is it, or why do you think that our current hospital system, our protocols, have not changed, even though our mainstream...
Stop that. So, right, the threat to democracy. You know, there's nobody that should be for no fucking democracy. So we already know democracy, there's nothing good about democracy. The fucking Constitution doesn't say anything about democracy. So when you think you're living in democracy, guess what? They're going to treat you like you're a fucking democracy. That's why they don't respect the Constitution, because the Constitution don't say democracy. All right? Nothing to do with the fucking democracy. You know? It's fucking crazy. It really is crazy. And anybody is just anybody screaming for that is just ill-informed, you know. It's really crazy. It really is. But this is what they try to say. Democracy, government by the people, system of government in which the sovereign power is vested in the people as a whole, exercising power directly or by elected officials, or it's a state so governed. You see the difference between that? All right, common people. originate. That's communism. All right. Government by the people. Okay, sounds good. System of government. So it's a system of government. See? In which the sovereign power is vested in the people as a whole, exercising power directly or by elected officials. All right. A state so governed. So what about the state? So you have a state, but it says a state so governed. Now that's what the word means. Now look, let's look the what you call it, the legal definition. All right. That form of government in which the sovereign power resides in and is exercised by the whole body of free citizens, right? As distinguished from a monarchy or oligarchy or aristocracy, whatever the fuck that word is. You guys know what word it is. According to the theory of pure democracy, every citizen should participate directly in the business of governing, and the legislative assembly should comprise the whole people, but the ultimate longment of the sovereignty being the distinguished feature, the introduction of the representative system does not remove a government from this type. However, a government of the latter kind is sometimes respectfully described as a representative democracy. That's what we're dealing with here. All right. That's exactly what we're dealing with. So, now, what is a republic? A commonwealth, a form of government which derives all its powers directly or indirectly from the general body of citizens. Now, you see the difference between a republic and a democracy? The first sentence says it all. A commonwealth, all right, which a commonwealth is the public or common well or welfare. This cannot be regarded as a technical term of public law, though often used in political science. It generally designates when so employed a republican frame of government. All right, that's a commonwealth. It's the public. Now, a republic is a commonwealth, which is the public. Right? The first words, basically, is what it's saying is a commonwealth is a republic, which means a public, which means the people. A form of government which derives all its power directly or indirectly from the general body of citizens. All the power comes from the people in a republic. The first sentence in a democracy, that form of government in which the sovereign power resides in and is exercised by the whole body of free citizens. You see the word exercise? What happens when you don't exercise? Exactly. This is how these motherfuckers got us. You don't exercise, all right? And sovereign power is the power and the authority to make and enforce the law of the land. That's sovereign power, all right? That's all they have is sovereign power, okay? Because where that power derives from, okay? No being, all that sovereign shit, you can't be sovereign. People don't understand that term. You can't be sovereign citizen. You can't be sovereign. Well, I'm sovereign. Those laws don't apply. Bitch, oh, that's how it works is only land can be sovereign. You're not sovereign. You being on the sovereign land is how you're protected. People got that shit all fucked up and backwards because of agents on the internet. Sovereign citizen movement. They throw them motherfuckers in the jail and lock the fuck and lose the key. All right? They throw them in the jail and they lose the key. They erase them out of this fucking reality. You can't be a sovereign citizen. You're not going to be sovereign. The land is sovereign, all right? What happens is the people on the land are protected on the land, the sovereign land. That's how it works. Person ain't fucking sovereign. How are you going to be sovereign? Don't work like that. It's science. Law is science. This what it's all about. How the fuck are you going to be a sovereign? You die. What the fuck? You're sovereign. You had whatever you built. Okay? Where does it go? You see what I'm saying? So a body cannot be sovereign. The land that the body is on is sovereign. That's how you get all your rights, because now you're claiming the land. I'm a man on the land. I have all this is mine. This is all in this. It's tied to the fucking land and my family and this estate, which is on the state that is sovereign. I mean, this shit is crazy. Like, it's that fucked up, you know? And these are like laws going on. This is why people don't realize the reality we're in, and don't realize how they can tell your kid, wear a motherfucking mask. Shut the fuck up. You can't come in here without one either. Fuck you talking about? Once your kid enters our building, it's ours. Bitch, what you gonna do? You gotta get buzzed to come in. Get the fuck out of here. And when you act some kind of way, we calling our people to get you the fuck out of there, drag you out, and you could be mad, and it could go viral. And guess what? We don't give a fuck. You could show up at our courthouses. Guess what? We don't give a fuck. We ain't bending and breaking for nobody, because we got so much power, you can't do shit about it. That's what these people do. You know, this is how deep it is. So when you hear people say, oh, I'm sovereign, oh, I'm this, I'm that, you can't be fucking sovereign. What are you talking about? You can't happen. That can't happen. So you're like, oh, you're a sovereign citizen? No. Oh, you're one of those? No, bitch. I'm not going to say, you know, I'm this, I'm that. I'll tell you straight up, a human being can't be fucking sovereign. The land is sovereign land that the people are on, that wherever state that is, with all these constitutions, protect. That's how it works. And why the state don't protect anybody's right? Because guess what? You ain't no fucking sovereign. You ain't lay no claim. You're black, white, Hispanic, this, that. You're registering for this. You're signing up for all the state, all the shit that's on the state. You're signing up for all that shit for them to rule and govern all over your whole motherfucking life. That's the state you're in. It's a state of mind, man. New York State. I'm in New York State. Guess where the state is? In that fucking capital. That's it. Everything else you sign up to be a part of. The only property that state got is wherever that motherfucking office is. That's all they got. The rest of this shit, that's why they create the roads. That's why they create interstates and all this other shit. Because interconnected web of bullshit. And everybody believes they give you zip codes and this, property lines, ley lines, this, that, okay, we own this, that. You got to get permission for us. You can't buy that shit. No way, no form of how. But there's people that do own property. That's why you'll see property just sitting, just wrecked, falling down from back, looks like a barn from the 1800s. Because those lands, guess what? They're probably tied to the sovereign land. Those are protected lands. Them bitches ain't gonna be touched because they got the same right as that state capital got. Point blank, period. And that's how this shit works. And no, Indians are not sovereign. The Native Americans and all the shit they give them, they're not sovereign. The government holds title to these motherfuckers. They're their boss still. They give them, oh, there's a reservation, this shit reserved for you. Oh yeah, we give you money. But they're all on the land. They tricked them and signed over with contracts their lands. You know? And they give them hush money. Well, the deal is you guys don't tell anybody. And when y'all die off, we'll get that land. And that's what they do, man. It's sick. We live in a sick world, man. So no, a democracy is straight bullshit. All right? That's what it is. Democracy. So republic is where it's at, you know? It's from the people, the power of the people in common. So, sorry y'all, I'm kind of like going a little, right, what happened to the republic? It's still here, you know? It's still here. So, and, hold on one second. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's the, what else did I want to tell you about the democracy? Because that shit comes from popular government, common people, originally a district, Now here's where the word district comes into play. Now a district is a territory under the jurisdiction of a lord or officer. All right. Restraining off offenders. All right. Now let's think about DC here for a minute. All right, let's think about Washington, D.C. Okay, it's the District of Columbia. So what is district meaning? It's a territory under the jurisdiction of a lord or an officer. So who the fuck's that shit under? Somebody owns that D.C. It ain't us. It ain't the people. Think about it. We're like, oh, D.C., that's not, that ain't got no, that shit is not derived from the motherfucking people. Strictly says it right there. And it says, restraining of offenders jurisdiction. Then under the feudal system, area of jurisdiction, district within which the lord may take and withhold personal fucking property for legal reasons. That's a district. District of Columbia, what are they doing? Holding all this fucking property. The states are under the federal government. The District of Columbia, District of Criminals. I mean, learning words is the easiest shit to do because you get an understanding and it's fucking common sense. Well, why they use the word District of Columbia? Well, what the fuck? Let's figure out what a district is. Boom, right there. So when you hear "In God We Trust," they even say of a lord. What lord these motherfuckers under? You know? I mean, this shit is crazy. And withhold personal property, what do they got us? They got us all property. What is the United States? It's a fucking corporation. I mean, come on, man. It's right here, a district. This is what the word district means. DC is District of Columbia. So that means it's a territory under the jurisdiction of a fucking lord or officer, not the people. It has nothing to do with the fucking people. That's why DC is different. That's why DC does what it does, because it's under a rulership by somebody, you know? All right? Restraining of offenders. What the fuck does that mean? Think about it. What the hell is a restraining of offenders? So who's the offenders? And then you start to realize that we've been enemies of the motherfucking state for a long time, since what is the 40s or some shit like that? Some shit, you know? Restraining of offenders. Check this out. Shit is crazy, man. Restraining of offenders. They hide this one. This is a deep, deep word. Hold on. Sorry if I'm boring, y'all. But oh, I can't find it. Well, anyways. All right. Restraining of offenders, and then jurisdiction. This is what district is. Under the feudal system, area of jurisdiction, district district within which the lord may take and withhold personal property for legal reasons. All right. To draw apart, to hinder. Also in medieval Latin, compel, coerce, apart, draw tight, press together. This is what district means, you know? This is what the fucking shit means. It means to compel and coerce. What the fuck do these motherfuckers do? That's what they do. They coerce us into every goddamn thing. Words are important. They don't even lie to us. It's right in front of our face, but we don't see that shit. You know? So people can be like, yeah, we need our democracy. No, the fuck we don't. We don't need no democracy. We don't need no ocracy. Bring the shit back to the people, the public, the republic. You know? Republic. And that's what it is, man. You know? I mean, republic doesn't get any better than this. State in which supreme or executive power rests in the people via representatives chosen by citizens entitled to vote. From the 1600s, Republica, the Commonwealth, a commonwealth, which means we already know the commonwealth means the public, the people, the state, the republic, public interest, the state, affair, matter, thing, everything fucking positive, you know? So, you know, it is what it is, man. And that's what we living in. That's what we're living in, everybody, man. That's just how deep it is. And people need to realize that's why we should be pissed, because we were duped into this whole bullshit, man. But now it's all being exposed, you know? And when you stand on those principles and you let them know who you are, shit does change for you, you know? Because they have to, through all this mess, uphold the right, because guess what? You are sovereign, because you're sovereign on this land. And guess what? They have to uphold those rights, because if you can get through the near nitty gritty cracks and crickle and show them, guess what? And then show them their own rules on what they're doing to you, it's not even coming from you. That's the beauty of law. It's science. And when you flip the science around on them, guess what it benefits? It now benefits you. And that's what it's all about, you know? Where you like, you can't even come fucking talk to me. What are you talking about? You can't even, there's nothing you can say or do, or no, you can't speak to me now. It's now we're both fucking dead to each other. We canceled each other out, because whatever you're coming at me with is a whole, as long as I'm talking about if you're living a righteous life. If you're living a righteous life, there's nothing, you haven't done anything. So those laws, if you have not done anything, how, it's cause and effect. Law understands cause and effect. Studying law is a cause of effect. That's how they get you. It's cause and effect. When there is no cause, there's no effect. Law understands this, and guess what? They respect that, you know? That's why I love the law. I can't stand the government and its tyranny, you know? But law is just, and law is needed. If there were actual law enforcers, fuck, this world would be a better place, you know? Officers that come out and enforce law. Bitch, if you're doing something, you get your ass out of here. You're done. You know, we get you. You're out of here. If you ain't doing shit, you don't bother nobody. The world will be a hell of a better place. The reason why the shit's in the state is because of these regulations and these stupid ass fucking shit that just is not, it doesn't flow with us. It does not with our energy, even in this hell realm, you know? It's crazy. So, you know, all these capitals are their very own. Exactly. You're right. 100%, Mike Jones. Like New York State Capitol, that's their own state. That's the state right there. That's all it is. You go to fucking whatever other state, wherever that capital is, that's where it's at. That's all they got. That's all they have jurisdiction over, is that little space. But they got tentacles, the illusion, the state of mind that you're in a state. They make you sign on to everything. Everything you got to sign on to get permission from the state, from the state, from the state, from the state. Then it trickles to the county. Like, all right, well, they want to figure out. So, you know, county, own in the city, the town, the village, the parish, shit like that. You know, when it's all just a state of confusion, a state of mind, you know. That's why it's so good when you start unraveling their fucking rabbit hole. There's nothing, you're not speaking nothing stupid. You're giving them their own shit, and they can't even say anything about it. Once you learn to give them their own shit, your life changes. You're like, get the fuck out of here. What are you talking about, man? What you do to me now, I'm showing you you can't do anymore. So stop it. I know that you have no power. I know that you work for me, all right? Remember, public, they represent you. All government represents you. So what the fuck are we doing? You gotta ask yourself, if the public, if the government is supposed to represent us, uphold our rights, and do as we say, as a whole, as a collective, what the fuck are we doing? We have failed our own, we're the answer to our own problems. We have failed miserably through a lack of knowledge, you know, through fucking entertainment and stupidity and dumb shit. It's all good to be entertained. Like I said, I entertain myself. you know, but at the same time, you know. So shout out to all you guys, man. I know I'm just going in today, boy. You know, so I do want to get out and say what's up to my brothers and sisters out there. But I'm just letting it rip today. Venus was real bright this morning, and I seen it peeked out a couple times before the clouds rolled in, and I'm like, fuck it, I don't know. I just woke up talking about they want you to fucking, you know, like, how stupid is that? You gotta die to go to heaven? That shit is dumber than dumb, you know? Again, shout out to all my Christians. I'm not Christian bash. I'm just giving you a way to look at things in a different perspective, you know? I mean, everybody knows the government is just not right. Well, why ain't it right? It ain't just come over right overnight. The shit been unright for a long time. This same government had laws where black people couldn't drink out of fountains. So what the fuck? This ain't nothing new. This shit is nothing new. There is nothing new under the sun. Thing that's new is they done got bold because they done got scared. We figuring it out. We realize that we've been duped from birth, you know. But people gotta, you know, let go of these. You can't bitch about the government and be fucking with the government. That's my take on it. If you benefiting from them, then you shouldn't be bitching about it. You know what I mean? I get it, but we really gotta wake up, man. You know, I'm not gonna bitch about something that, you know, I bitch about it because I ain't really fucking with it like that. You know, I don't want your government schools. Fuck your schools. You know, when you come into the understanding, you become intelligent enough to teach your own child anyways. You know, you got to take back control. You know. Oh shit, Cuts ain't got no wrench. What the fuck? I got him. He got one now. We like craftsmen up in this motherfucker. We like craftsmen. So, yeah. So that's what it is, man. You know. And we about to have a wild ass year, guys, because they're gonna let the Mr. 19 chill for a while because they want people to gather. They want protests. They want to fill up these motherfucking camps. They're gonna try to label all of us, you know, they're going to try to label all of us fucked up, but I don't think it's going to work. They might get some of us, you know, but they want to label us all terrorists and domestic terrorists. And look what you did. You shut the country's economy down. What the fuck you mean we shut it down? Bitch, y'all shut it down. What are you talking about? You guys started it. It's like two fucking kids fighting. A big bully who got punched in the fucking mouth, and now the little guy is coming and standing the fuck up, and the bully's like, well, you hit me first. And we're like, no, you hit us first. We just hit you back. You know? That's what it's like. Big fucking bully. You know? I mean, it's to the point where you could just look and it's like, they're just, you know, it's just the evil, tyrannical government, man. It's crazy. So it is definitely crazy. So what is it? All right. Why will we see truckers getting ripped out of trucks? All right. Why will we see it? And it's going to piss a lot of people off. Why are we going to see them come in and arrest these people, beat them, do whatever they're going to do? Why? You know why? Now Canadian laws are pretty much in line with the United States. All right. All right. Now, the reason why they can do that is because most Canadians and most Americans are Canadians and Americans. And when you look at paperwork, wherever you lay claim to, you don't even put that on your shit. You're not laying claim to be an American. You're not laying claim to be a Canadian. You don't check black, white. I don't know what they do in Canada. you know, Pacific Islanders, whatever the fuck, you know. So what do you consider? And this is why you got no rights, because it's called civiliter mortuus, you know. It means civilly dead. Dead in the view of the law, the condition of one who has lost his civil rights and capacities and is accounted dead in law. See? You're dead in law. That's why they say, oh, when you got a mother-in-law, you know, you got a child-in-law, a father-in-law, all right? Because you're dead in law, all right? That's why attorneys at law, because they're at law for you, because you're dead. This is why you got to obtain attorney. This is why you can't even talk in the fucking courtroom. That's why you have to make your paperwork do the talking, and you make special appearances, and you let them know from the start that, listen, none of this shit gonna fly. You know the game. They can play all the legal twists, ease, and ever, but you gotta have that shit laid out before you even see your ass, because then you don't have to talk, because you're dead. You're speaking through paper, because you're a living body going in there. They can't even speak to you, you know? Oh, we'll appoint you attorney. No, how the fuck are you gonna do that, you know? It's because they view you dead. Civiliter mortuus. Civilly dead. This is why they can do that, because they're getting dead bodies out and going to put them in a cage, and they're going to treat them like dead property. That's what, they're not alive, you know. That's what it is. So, you know, when we see that, people are going to be like, how, why, you know, well, why do they do this? Well, why do they, you know, get away with this? It's because it's set up in this very way, man. This is why it's just set up like that, you know. So, oh man. And then people use this, right? Check this out. Check this shit out. Hold on. All right, check this shit out. All right, people say you gotta be civil. You got civil disobedience. We need that. Okay. It's the refusal to obey a law because it is thought to be unfair or undesirable. It is usually nonviolent behavior. Let's think about that. It's the refusal to obey a law because it is thought to be unfair. But what they said is a law, okay? And undesirable. It's usually nonviolent behavior. But guess what it is? It's a criminal term. This is why they say, oh, be civilly disobedient. Well, that's just you're giving them a green light to arrest you. Point blank, period. You know? I mean, it's crazy. When you learn this shit, man, you like, yo, this shit is fucked. They got us in a web of bullshit, man. This shit is crazy. You know? So, and then people say, oh, you know, what is my civil rights? You know, you're violating my civil. You don't never want to use violation of civil rights. You got violation of fucking human rights, because civil rights, check this out. If people don't know this, these are the rights that are granted to every citizen of the United States by the Constitution and all of its amendments. Equal protection is guaranteed to everyone, regardless of race, color, and creed. All right? That is civil rights. These are the rights that are granted. Now, the key word, right? Check this out. Hold on, I'm going to hold that right there so I can come back to that. Where's that shit at? Hold on. Listen to this. This is how the trick of the devil is. All right. How the hell did I just lose it? Oh man, I hate when I lose just was on. God damn it. Hold on, guys. The freak. I literally just lost what I was on. Okay, yeah, right there. That's where I was at. All right, let me go to the next one. Hold on. So, okay. Okay, right here. All right, so it says it is these are the rights that are granted to every citizen of the United States, okay, by the U.S. Constitution. Now they're saying granted, and it's saying by the U.S. Constitution, but the key is you already have rights, which are human rights, that are guaranteed, that derive from the Constitution. This is where the whole trick in words goes. So, yeah, you got civil rights, right? They're granted, but the key word is granted, because granted simply means it's a generic term. This is in law. That's why they say granted. It's a generic term applicable to all transfers of real property, a transfer by deed of that which cannot be passed by livery. All right. It's deeds and conveyance of lands and proper transfer. I mean, this word it's a lot in law, which you'll fall under. A human being falls under grant. So granting you something, all right, when it says grants, when they granting you something, they're transferring this shit into a civil, all right, instead of being guaranteed, which is two totally different words. It's granted, meaning basically it's like a wish. You know, they're like transferring what's naturally already yours to mean granted now, which means they don't have to fucking uphold nothing. And that's why, you know, they always, oh, civil rights, civil. They don't ever say human rights, you know. And it's just that wild, man. It's crazy. So, yeah, man. Ugh. So that's just a little bit about the law. So law is science, and science is law. The Bible is actually law, and a lot of people don't know that. But a lot of laws are in the Bible, you know. So, hold on. Where is it? So, yeah, there's another brother going out there. So, anyway, shout out to all you guys talking about hunting. Shout out to all you guys. You know, like I said, take the trucker's warning, stock up. It's gonna be interesting to see a convoy here in the United States March 1st. Would actually be pretty cool. That's only a couple weeks away, you know, and see what it does, because they're setting the stage for it. And yeah, so this might have been the longest live stream I've ever done, and this shit feels like I've only been doing it for a couple minutes. But shout out to the fire department giving honks to our brothers out there. Oh, man. And you know what? I fucking forgot my goddamn coat. But I'm still gonna go out there and say what's up. So, shout out to all you guys. Pay attention. You know, stay up, stay vibing high, and it is a we're in a beautiful time, baby. We're in a beautiful time. Beautiful time. So let's see if we got anything popping. But I think tonight they're going to go for they're gonna go for somebody's posting that this is a freedom convoy. The video I posted of the lady, she said that this was a freedom convoy, that she was talking about a freedom. I don't know what the fuck it was, but whatever. We need to do a truther convoy. You know, I think we actually talked about that before with Zach. Go around the country, stop in cities, and just, you know, drop a message, keep it moving. You know, that'd be so dope. It really would be. Yeah, so that's another thing is April 19th, you know, it's plan on getting together with some brothers. So let's make it happen, man. People, it should be no excuse, you know. It should be no excuse. And oh yeah, I got it. We're gonna see if Brian, High Impact Flicks, we're gonna see if you know, he wants anything to do with it. He, like I said, I'm gonna talk to him and you know, see where he's at, you know, because, you know, it'd be a great way, I mean, for his subscribers to get out there. I mean, shit, they could report back to him like, yo, he don't gotta be there. We don't even, and it's not even about him, it's about the people. You know, he don't even gotta be there. Just have his subscribers, send him video, and he could broadcast it. Somebody could he could stream it live from one of his subscribers or whatever. One of us, it don't even fucking matter. You know, you need to get the word out. I mean, come on, can't sit there and fucking make videos all day. You know, and that's the thing. The thing I get with him is, you know, I get it. He puts out a lot of content, a lot of information, but you know, it's like, I mean, I don't see the urgency in him. Like, I don't see the mad. I've yet to see, I mean, maybe that's just how he carries himself, but I haven't seen him like passionate, not passionate, I don't like that word, but like the fire. I haven't seen the fire, you know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't seen the fire in his ass, you know, like getting upset. You know, I want to see a motherfucker upset, like, oh, like, yeah, like, you know. And he never really, and then he never been anything public, you know. You know, I wonder if his neighbors knows who he is or his area. I mean, you got a platform like that. If I had, fuck, how many subscribers he got? If I had 100,000 subscribers in my city, you know, I'd be no problem for me to hold an event somewhere. I'd be holding events all the fuck. I'd be doing all kind of shit. And that's why they keep us suppressed and you know, unreachable, you know. So, I mean, that's my opinion on him. Like I said, we'll talk and see where it goes. I think, honestly, I can get him to, you know, talk about it. You know, have us on his platform and let us speak on it. You know, let's say, hey, you know, we're going to be down here, you know, and put the differences down, man. I mean, look at everybody's knows what's going on, but don't nobody want to do shit. And that's the number one thing that's wrong with the, you know, with this whole, with guys like us, you know. And part of it's because, unfortunately, we don't fuck with schools. We don't fuck with the mass. We already disconnected, so it don't affect us. So we just chill, you know? When this shit strikes us, then we like, yo, let's do something. Let's do this. Let's do that, you know? That's why I shout out to Zach, you know, for wanting to actually do something. The other day, that shit he did, You already know what he stumbled on. We don't gotta be no rocket scientist to figure that shit out. And the shit he did, you know, that's what needs to be done. Little shit like that, you know. And he's risking a lot to do that, man. I mean, let's keep it. I mean, he's doing his thing. You know, me and Wise talked about it. He was like, yo, brother doing this damn thing. You know, to get out there. And then he went down to the station, you know, Zach, and that's how it's supposed to be. Because you don't have no fear. What do you fear? Fuck it. I mean, you know it's dangerous already. I mean, what are you going to do? It's live free, you know, live in fear. And, you know, I mean, it is what it is. We all have attributes that we can enhance each other with, you know. It's like me, I could be a police auditor, but that's not my thing because the police aren't my problem, you know. The police aren't my fucking problem. It's the ones that's giving them the fucking orders is my problem. You know, like for me, it's hold on 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. I had a phone call, but for me, it's like, you know, I mean, I could have grew my channel off of doing audits and shit, but for me, it's just, it doesn't, for my purpose, it just don't do anything. I can do it. I know how to do it. I don't afraid of. It's just, I gotta literally dumb myself down to even talk to these fucking cops about, you know, what it is they do. It's just, you know, and I've done some great ass videos that I ain't even upload of certain shit, you know, but especially understanding the law, but it's just not, you know, for me. So like I said, man, with Brian, we're gonna talk to him and see what we can come up with and see if he's willing to do it. But for me, I mean, well, as this standpoint, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, but I don't think that I think that he is just I don't know. Maybe he, you know, I can't take away from people because we never know what people are really thinking. I know right now I see, you know, that's how he makes his living. I get it. But I'm talking about, is his heart in it or is just his living in it? And you know, and I can guarantee if he was to talk to us, Zach, whoever, on his platform, let's just say, you know, because when I talk to him, I'm gonna say, listen, man, I want me, Wise, Zach, and I don't know, maybe somebody else, whoever it is, in a stream all together, talking about coming together one time. That's it, just one time. And then put the message out to the other channels on his channel. Say, hey, I mean, he rock out with Richie from Boston, I think. I can't remember. I've heard him say his name. You know, throw it that way. You know, I've talked to Richie from Boston. I've met Richie from Boston. You guys know that, you know. But there's certain things that I got respect. I got respect for people. I got a video, I got the whole video of me and Richie from Boston when I met him at the gas station, you know. But it's like, I got respect for people. I don't have to post that because I didn't tell him that I was recording or nothing like that. I would never do that, you know? Just like, bro, I got his phone number, but I would never give it out. I would never put it on the internet. I would never do no shit like that. This is how I am. I talk to a lot of people. Zach, Wise, people that y'all don't even know, you know, Demand the Truth, freaking Auditing America, another auditor in Texas, shit, so many people, man. I chop it up with Dane Calloway, you know what I mean? Just so many people, but I don't share all that information on here, you know? I talk to a whole lot of people, but I believe that, you know, he'll give us at least that chance. And he'd say, hey, you know what? If you don't want to be a part of it, look, you know, hey, these guys are going to be in this area. You guys want to come out and show some love? You know, tell them how Implant Flex sent you, whatever the fuck. I don't know, you know. And what's good, JJ George? And then go from there. You know, that's what I think. But we'll see. I'll probably do another video and you know, see what's up. We know the other motherfuckers, they ain't fucking around, you know. We all follow each other, we all fuck with each other, but you know, I don't know what it is that people like, oh, we don't like to, it's just like a fucking ego battle. Me, I don't give a fuck about any of this shit. You know, it don't matter to me. If I had a big platform, I would be sharing all kind of shit. I wouldn't care. You know, I'd be trying to link up with everybody. I do that now, and I got a small phone. That's probably why I've been suppressed before suppression was a thing. You know, the most censored fucking channels was who? Me, Truth Virus, Wise. But Wise had a lot of his shit used to, you know, skate through. He just started getting his shit deleted, you know. But me, Truth Virus, Wise, Maddie D, shits, how many other people fucking deleted after delete before it was cool, like way back, you know. Anthony 2B, if y'all remember him, always getting deleted. Fuck, it was just so many, man. I don't know if y'all remember Eric, black dude Eric. I wonder what happened. He was a cool ass brother. Eric M was his name or whatever. Who else? It was just so many of us, man. I can't think of them all right now. But we all used to get our channels deleted. You know, why? I mean, we've been on the radar for so long. And none of us ever was able to get a bigger channel, you know? And, I don't know. It's like, you know, it's like we didn't fit in. Yeah, it was a lot of us. I'm trying to think of some more of us that used to rock out hard, like on a lot of different shit, you know, but it was a lot of us. So, but we can have differences and come together for something, but we got to hit some big platform, man, you know. I might talk to Enrique, but I mean, Auditing America, they got a big following, but they have a different platform, you know, and we want to get, you know, we want to get it across. I mean, Will, he's down for that shit 100% because he understands all the shit that we do, and you know, he's in that, you know. Other big platforms, like I said, I don't think they would, you know, they don't want nothing to do with it. And I don't get it. I get it. They don't like Zach because, you know, Zach is who he is. But you can't knock a person who's doing his thing just because he's the way he is. He calls it like he sees it. Prove it or change it. Prove it wrong. You know? Some people are like that. Doesn't mean they're a bad person. You know? So it comes off, you gotta come off harsh. That's how you get attention sometimes. You gotta come off harsh and critical and, you know, take it from there. Say, you know what, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm a good dude. I'm just pissed. I'm frustrated. I wanna, you know, we should be doing more. We got this tool that we don't even fucking use. This is a communication tool. You know, it's a tool of communications, and we need to use it and just come together. Just to, say, hey, we're censored on the internet. Let's come out in real life and just walk around and say, hey, have you heard about this? Pass out some books, talk to people, showing that, you know, and the thing about it, we're not the type of people to protest. You know, we're the type of people to go talk to people. We like to talk. We like to chit chat. We like to share information, you know. So what we would be doing wouldn't really be a protest. It would be like a gathering and a dissemination of information. Say, hey, you know, would you look at this? You know, look at that, you know. You know, because protesting is more of standing in front of a building or a place. Like this, what they're doing, I don't really call this a protest. This is more like they have signs that have information on it. You know, that's not, for me, a protest is more of going to a place and sitting there and yelling and screaming and this and that. What I envision is us giving out information. Like Zach, when he was on the corner, it was a protest, but it was an information, getting out information. That was the whole object, was to get information out to make people think, you know, not about fucking, you know, the damn government. All right, well, you talk to people. Let's talk to people. Get out and talk, you know. That's the thing, you know. So I've been going on for 144 fucking minutes. How long is that? Damn. What? Let me see, 144 minutes. What's good, Bosmic? I hate to say this, we can meet and greet and talk all we want, but one day is going to come to one outcome only. As much as I hate to admit it. Wires is right. I mean, yeah, that's all. You already know what time it is, but you know, the key is to wake up as many people as, you know, light up as many beings as you can, you know, because, you know, those people turn into beacons of light, you know, just like, look what's going on. Think about all the shit we've done all over the years. The shit we've talked about, the shit we shared, the people we know. We don't know who the fuck watches us and who been in our little communities and shit. And look at the world now. This all shit we've said years ago. Now people are out there on the corners, in convoys, saying this, saying that. Well, who putting the energy out? We've been putting the energy out. This shit been going on for years. We put the energy out. The more of us put the energy out, the more it affects. Why do you think they have to censor everything? Why do you think they want this huge censorship campaign? Why do you think they delete us all off the internet? Why do you think, you know, they're doing what they're doing? You know, it's because it's what's real. You know what I'm saying? It's what's real. What's good, Alan? So, you know, it's either that or just sit in and do nothing, and then what the fuck? I'd rather be known for doing something than sitting up and saying, damn, you know what, I should have did more. Fuck. God damn it, they're beating at my fucking door. Damn. I ain't even try to fight. Fuck. I'd rather be like, oh, listen, I did what I can do. That's it. You know what I mean? Or you just, you know, you put it out, and then when the universe moves you for whatever your purpose is, you follow it, you know? Like, I'm here right now, but I'm on my own mission. You know what I'm saying? I'm here, I'll gather, I'll meet, I'll talk. We could have ideas and this and that. But at the end of the motherfucking day, I'm going to give it to you real and raw. I said, bitch, listen, we don't need to be building shit while these motherfuckers are around. Listen, we're going to put out the information until people wake up, and we're going to keep doing what we're doing. We're going to pass the information on to a brother that gets it, who is like, you know what? I can't really make that move right now, but I got what you saying, and I got this. You slap you up, and they take your torch, and they out fighting the fight for you. You know what I'm saying? It's like a spiritual business agreement. You know, while we duck off and, you know, we over here now, when you come into this, you're going to come to the realization that you got to get up from out they shit, you know? It is what it is. I mean, think about it. When you really go to think about it, the only way this comes down is if everybody's on the same page. And what's the probability of that? I'm no mathematician. I don't have AI configurations like these psychopaths do, but it ain't good. So at the end of the day, I know we're going to wake as many people up as we can and do what we need to do and support each other and this and that. But at the end of the day, I'm on my own mission. And you know what? I'm going to duck over here and get out the motherfucking way, you know? That's just the way it is, you know. For me, that is. Because this is not a reality. I don't want to fuck with this reality. It's just not me. So I don't like this reality. I don't want to live in this fucking world. I don't want to live in their technocrat world. You know, I don't want to live in their metaverse world. I don't want to live in their check-in, check-out. I don't want to live in their electronic surveillance world. I don't want to do none of that, you know? Right, I talk to, man, you know how many people I talk to in a day? It's crazy. Like, I bet at the end of the day, I'd be so tired because I be talking all fucking day long. Then I'd be on these different platforms talking all day long. It's like I'd be needing a break, you know, and people are just, like you said, a little bit woke. And, you know, hey, we can't wake nobody up. We can't give them the truth. It's got to come to them, you know? So, it's like I said, it's how this works. It's an infection. We spread. Boom, we done did our job, you know? Because if we keep in the, we gonna burn out. You know, we know what our purpose is, so we just can give them it. Boom, but we gotta show them. I can't keep sitting them here like, yo, listen, I'm rocking with y'all, but yo, we gotta be over here because look, you know, this is how we supposed to be living. I gotta, boom, I gotta duck off and be like, look, send you a motherfucking video. This is how we supposed to be living. This is what we supposed to be obtaining. This is freedom. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna fight for freedom in a fucking place where you ain't free to begin with? People are trying to fight for their freedoms back. What? We got the wrong understanding. And that's where we come into play. You know? A lot of these people, they want their freedoms back. I'm like, wait a minute, you want your what back? You want to go back slaving? You want your kids to be unmasked in the fucking school? Wait a minute. You still want to be in the motherfucking system? Oh, hell no. No, I'm talking, I'm a total out of the system person. That's the only way you change anything is you pull away. You know? You got to pull away slowly. And then when you realize it, you shoot over here, guess what? You're out of the game. You ain't partaking no more. You know? You're not partaking to the system no more. Not their shit. You got your own food. You're cut off from their food supply. You got your own water. You're cut off from their water supply. You got your own electricity. You don't need theirs. They're not giving it to you. You're cut off. They don't no longer get from you. You got 1 million people that do that. 1 million people are not contributing to this system. Oh, you got 10 million, 20 million, 100 million. That system begins to fucking crumble. Because if everybody's growing their own food, ain't nobody going to these grocery stores. Ain't nobody going to motherfucking McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, Wendy's, Chick-fil-A. You see what I'm saying? That's how you win. That's how you fight for freedom. That's how you tear it down. Oh, well, we're not buying none of these shit no more. We're not buying their cars. We're not doing this. You know what? We over here, we really don't need a vehicle like that. You know what I'm saying? And there you go. Shit just starts falling apart. They got nothing they could eat off of. They can't eat off you no more. They can't feed from you no more. Because you're not feeding them. We feed them. They're feeders. They feed off our energy. They feed off us. We disconnect. That's where I'm at, you know? And that's damn near an impossible one for 99% of the people I meet to understand. I very rarely meet anybody that's on that fucking wave like, yo, you go, let me know the day you going, because I'm coming right behind your ass. There's not many of those people that can do that, you know? And that's Jesus coming back. Is you going or not? When you think about it, you can leave all this and walk it all the way. I can in a minute. So, right, exactly. Same thing. They all say it's not right, but they took it. They all say the mask mandate isn't right, but they take sending their kids there. You know, I get it. And all my brothers and sisters are leaving. But my man right there, he's always the last one to leave. But you know, but that's how it is, man. So I had something to do today, but I guess I had to wait. But you're right. Most people ain't ready to unplug, man. Even the ones that are really fighting, they're not ready to unplug because they don't want to really understand what their reality consists of, you know, or where we even headed with this shit. You know, and he got a Save America hat on. That guy right there that just passed me. What are you trying to save? You're trying to save something that you thought was something, but it wasn't nothing. It was the same shit. It's just they just showed their face. Like, what the fuck you mean? We've been masking your money, you know? We've been terrorizing you all along. You ain't even know it. You know? We got you on medication when you could be healthy. We got your food poisoned. Fuck you mean? Your water's poisoned. What do you mean? You're actually a slave. You're on our clock. What are you talking about? You celebrate our holidays. This ain't your culture. You celebrate our culture, motherfucker. And that's what they saying. So it's a fucked up way to look at things, but it is what it is, you know? So it is what it is. You know, if you don't believe me, just pull out your motherfucking birth certificate, pull out your titles to your cars, pull out your deed to your homes. You know, look at paper, you know? Look at your social security number, and then you ask yourself, what the fuck is all this shit for? Go look at your damn bank accounts and bank numbers and look at the contracts you signed and everything in between. Go look at your gun license permit. Go look at your fucking hunting license, your fishing license. Go look at all that shit, you know? And then you tell me what the fuck's going on, you know? So, yep. Just give me my house, my truck, my wife, and my kids, and I'll be happy, you know? And they created that for you. You didn't create that. The reality people living in that they want to hold on to, that's not even, they didn't even create it. It was created for them. It was the illusion that this is how it was supposed to go. That's why I just never fit in with that shit. I just never fit in with it. Wasn't me. Wasn't in my energy. All right, 155 minutes. God damn. Shit, 2.5 hours. Holy shit. All right, y'all, man. Love y'all. I'm about to go over here, say what's up to my guy right there that's holding that sign by that flag. Haven't seen him in a minute. I'm gonna say what's up to him. And I forgot my damn coat at home, so I'm gonna drive over there, put my hazard on, and say what's up. So, love y'all. I don't know, I might be on later, but pay attention to the convoy, and starting to snow, and everything in between. Love y'all, and talk to you guys later. And peace and love.